see. Is it working? Drink some water. Okay, here we are. Hey guys, thanks for waiting. We are a few minutes behind because, again, I had to do it on my computer and it's just a little weird. And I did set up an event this time. I don't know, it was just weird still. Like Facebook, it's a weird beast. Also, has anyone ever, do you own a Facebook thing, and have you ever tried to do a live and then create a reel from your live on Facebook? You cannot do it on your phone. You have to do it on the computer, and it is the most annoying. It is so annoying. Like the program, software, whatever. Like Facebook needs to go ahead and make an update for that. Just FYI, for people that aren't creators. If you've seen some reels come through on our Chatbox Chronicles after our lives, and they didn't have audio, or it was just weird. It's just a weird thing. And I did have I met up with one of my friends that does a lot of video, and I was like, have you ever done this before? And he was like, no. So I showed him it, and it was also confusing for him as well. So it made me feel a little bit better, but I mean, come on, Facebook, let's get it together. That's how I feel. But anyway, all right, here we are. So, hey everyone, welcome back to another Chatbox Chronicles live stream. I am your host, Elyse. Lelah will be here. She should be popping up in the comments. Also, the way that it happens on your computer, I can see that there are viewers, but I don't know who you are unless you leave a comment. I can read your name, obviously, with your comment. So, viewers, don't think I'm sitting there seeing who you are. I have no idea who you are. So if you want me to know who you are, go ahead, drop and say hello. I would love to know who's here with me. And yeah, we'll be seeing Lelah pop in every once in a while. Her son this week now, her son is extra sick. He'll be going to the doctor again in the morning, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we are excited to be hanging out with you all and catching up on everything that's been going on since our last live last Tuesday. Check it out if you missed it. It's here on Facebook. We decided to go live between season 1 and season 2, and season 2 starts on Tuesday, the first Tuesday in September. We are literally at the end of August and almost to September. And I've told some of my friends how this season right now just kind of feels like the end of December, beginning of January, because we're about to start up a bunch. But literally January, you kind of get to relax, and the end of December, you just did so much. And right now, it's the end of summer, and then we're about to kick it into gear with pumpkins everywhere, and all of the funness that fall brings with school, and yeah, just all of the extra, because this is a big season. For me with photography, my season kind of picks up, busy season with mini sessions, and everyone loves the pumpkins, and we even do the fun where you carve out the pumpkin head, and you can do pastel colors, you can leave it orange, or you can bedazzle it, and or just have pictures in your Halloween costumes, because if you're like me, you love Halloween. I did not have my love for Halloween spark until college, because we really just didn't celebrate it growing up. I went to one thing called a Hallelujah Festival at my private Christian school, and I think I dressed up like a little lamb, and my sister was Mary, and Mary had a little lamb. But anyway, once I made it to college, I did start dressing up and stuff, and it's just fun for me to just decorate and have fun, and I like Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that, and it's fun sharing that with my daughter and now our son. Last year he was a brand new spanking baby, but it was fun, going to the candy crawl downtown Wetumpka, and there's a lot of parades and stuff, and you can bring all kids of all ages, or just go by yourself, and it's a fun little date night if you need it. But anyway, tonight get ready for some mix of relatable stories, such as the ones I've given so far. We will be going into some pop culture talk again, and might even try to do a game or two this time. We will see how that goes again. I do have some sports updates for my girlies who just want a little girl BFF update from the week. And of course, our friend Lexi will be popping in, because we will be learning a brand new word of the week later on. And she'll just, she's our mascot for that, our Lexi, to expand your lexicon. And so, yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts and opinions. So just don't forget to drop those below. Let's have some fun. Leave me some hearts. I would very much appreciate them. Let's leave some hearts for Wilder. Hope that he gets to feeling better. And yeah, let's dive in. So, since last week, Lelah and I have been busy interviewing for season 2, which again kicks off on Tuesday, next Tuesday. I cannot believe September is like literally almost here. It is crazy. But yeah, we are finalizing our plans for the next season. We've got our theme. We can't wait to drop all of that on you guys. And we have a lot of fun interviews that we have done. And also the editing this time, I have more time to edit. It's not just me trying to learn the complete basics of Premiere Pro. I'm actually able to not be so overwhelmed with anxiety and like a due date and like, because we would... if you have been with us, so we launched our first episode on June 4th, and we literally met sometime in May. I think it was literally 2 weeks before June 4th, like the end of May. We got together and we were like, because we have been friends, and we were like, hey, we want to start a podcast. And yeah, so we aired the first one on June 4th, and we would obviously just record as many episodes and stuff as we could because we were still taking summer vacations and still living our lives and being business owners and moms and wives and all of the things. And sorry, Lelah just popped in here and she said, promise I'm still here, you guys. The sickness has gotten to my house the past 2 weeks. Bleh. Yeah, starting back school and this like kind of the change of the weather and everything, it just gets to people, and I know it's getting around, so I'm just gonna keep knocking on wood, taking my echinacea. If y'all have listened to me before in my life, I love echinacea. I will say when I was growing up, my parents would give me echinacea, which is, it just helps boost your immunities. It's a natural herb, and I would hate it. I don't know why. And now I'm like, give me echinacea. But anyway, oh yeah, I was talking about our editing for season 2. So this time around, I've been able to actually dive in a little bit more. You'll be able to see like the zoom in features of like people's faces, that kind of fun stuff. Add in some more graphics. Been talking to some friends about some little music to put at the beginning and the end. Yeah, we've got some updates. I can't wait to see how it just continues to grow from here and how we keep getting better and improving for you guys. Hey, Jaden. I don't know. Oh, excuses is to Lelah. That's okay. So Jaden is Lelah's brother. Shout out to Jaden. Thanks for showing up, dude. He's got really good taste in music, and oh, he just recently got engaged. So congrats again to y'all. But what's up? Thanks for hanging out. So let's see. Also, today is my friend Julie. It's her birthday. So Julie, if you're on, happy birthday. If not, I know she's going to catch this later. So happy birthday, girl. I know she is living her best life. She's beautiful. She's one of my friends. If you listen to our friendship episode, I talked about when I lived in a beautiful little neighborhood and I had some really great neighbors, and Julie was one of those. Her and my friend Haley, we would walk the neighborhood together. Like Julie, when she moved into the neighborhood, I was actually walking my daughter around the neighborhood when she came in to like check out the plot of land that she was going to build on with her husband and family. And then we just, I don't know, Julie is the kind of person that definitely brings communities together. She's awesome. She definitely brought like our neighborhood even more together. Anyway, I love her. She's really great. So yeah, happy birthday again to you, Julie. And Lelah said happy birthday, Julie, as well. And also, another dedicated listener's birthday. It's tomorrow. Happy early birthday to you, Linda. We love you. Thank you. She's been a dedicated, even Patreon subscriber, supporter since the beginning. We are very grateful for you. And this is my little love bug. You want to say hey, Roxy? Did you know it was Miss Julie's birthday? Emmy and Beeson's mama?
What now?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, are y'all saying hi?
Yeah, we're saying happy birthday. And then do you remember whose birthday was yesterday?
Who?
Uncle Otis.
And who's next?
And then tomorrow is Linda. I think Mr. Rock. When is Lelah? Tell us when Rock's birthday is coming up. I know that's coming up soon. And Papsy's birthday is Friday. Roxy's Papsy, my
And
father-in-law.
then what about Uncle Justice?
His isn't until January. But anyway, I love you. I'm gonna get back to this. I'll see you in the morning.
Can I get in the pool?
No, not till the morning.
Just for a tiny bit.
We've been playing all day, not just a tiny bit. I think your dad's like right over there. I love you. You gonna give me a kiss? Bye-bye.
Can I say just a little bit, a tiny sneeze?
We're not swimming right now, baby. I love you, though.
Talking about stay right here.
That's okay. Oh, do you want to say happy birthday to our Aunt Stephanie? She is also a dedicated Chatbox Chronicles. Okay, and Rock's birthday is Thursday. I knew it was coming up. I was like, this week. Also, I was pregnant this time last year, and my due date was September 11th.
Mom, after 4, I'm going to be 5 now because I get to go to school.
Yes, ma'am. You'll be starting school. All right, there's your daddy. So last year I was pregnant this time with Benny Boy. His due date was September 11th, and it was literally like, whose birthday is he going to share? Because there was seriously someone's birthday every day, so I knew it was coming up soon. And he ended up having his birthday with my friend Kimmy, September 8th. So that is coming up. So yes, I am starting to plan for Benny Boy's first birthday, and he's my second child. So it's kind of funny because I was just thinking about it the other day, like with my first child, and it was COVID still. It was 2021 for her first birthday, but things still, I don't think I'd completely like really gotten back to normal yet or anything. And so I did a lot of planning for her. Her initials are ROR, R-O-R, and it was fun. I like definitely put a lot of thought and effort, and now I definitely have a theme and everything for Benjamin. I just don't know, like it's definitely funny, like you're definitely kind of more chill and relaxed for your second kid. I'm just realizing that it's not that big of a deal. It's their first birthday. As long as you have a good cake and you know, we'll have good pictures, so it'll be fine. And everyone's gonna have fun. It's gonna be at the farm. The farm opens soon. If you want information on that, you can go to my photography page, which is Her Photography, on Facebook, and on other socials there's an XX at the end, and it talks to you about where you can book a session and hang out on the farm. There's gonna be glamping, there's hay rides, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff coming there, so you can go get some more details there if you're interested about that. Hi Faith. I was like, I got some more comments. How are you doing? It was so good seeing you this weekend. And yeah, Ben Jammin's got a lot of good nicknames, and there were so many different themes that I was thinking about doing for this. Sorry, she is like so excited. But I was like, because also, if you know me and you've listened to any to the podcast, you know that we love golf, don't we, girl? Are we golf girls? And Ben, when I got pregnant with him, that's when I got the golf bug, I guess. And so I wanted to do like a hole-in-one theme, kind of. And then, I don't know. There was just a bunch of different themes that were floating around, but yeah, we'll see what happens after his birthday. And Faith, she says, I'm very sleepy but super excited for Dragon Con this weekend. I am so excited for y'all. And when Roxy comes back, I'll let her know that you said hey. Thanks for saying hey, and thanks for being here. But yeah, Dragon Con, y'all, I am so jealous. You gotta let me know if you can. I would love to see some previews and let me know what y'all are gonna be. I am going to go with you guys eventually soon. I can't wait. That is something that has been on my bucket list since college. And I don't even know why I've never actually gone. I've thought about it a bunch, but just never made the plan. So I'm literally like, that's on my bucket list. And so now it's going to be a priority. Soon we are going to get that together, and I'm going to go with you guys and have some fun, because it looks like y'all always have a ton of fun. All right. So the fall is like in the air. The leaves are changing and the weather's starting to kind of cool down a little bit. I'm wearing long sleeves and I do still have my blanket, because also, if you saw last week's live, I was literally itching the whole time because of mosquitoes. So this time I was like, I'm going to cover up, and I actually can, because it feels pretty good out here. Oh yes, I will definitely go with y'all. Okay, Oh, Faith said that okay, we're talking about Dragon Con still. Sorry, I'm looking at my comments. I should probably, okay. So it said, Faith said, I'm doing Raven from Teen Titans. She's also doing Scarlet Witch, Mary Jane Watson, and Ginny Weasley. Whoa, that's like a lot. That's so freaking fun. I cannot wait to see all of those. You're gonna rock every single one of them. And then Lelah said, I'm sure that she's gonna talk about it on a podcast segment soon and how it all was. Definitely. And I'm definitely going to come next year. She said, you def have to come next year. So, yeah, it's happening. We've got it. It's on a live. But, all right. So, we're going to be embracing the fall vibes and getting ready for pumpkins everywhere. I just went ahead and bought my first pumpkin decor yesterday at the store. Couldn't help myself. It was too cute. And, yeah, next week on Tuesday, Lelah and I will be going into that. Faith said that I could do Catwoman. And Will is with Janet and Adeline. So, hi, Janet and Adeline. I'll have to tell Roxy next time when she does come back for real. Hey, Adeline. Love you. Had so much fun this past weekend. We'll probably, I guess I'll just go ahead and get into that. So, before fall gets here, we did do some last summer activities, little last minute summer adventures. We squeezed in a movie night by the pool this past weekend. It was really fun. We put up a sheet on the fence and put the projector out there. It was our first time doing it. I've been thinking about doing it for a really long time, and we finally were able to do it, so that was fun. It was a fun, like, little trial run. The pizza took too long. It was a little annoying. I don't know. Can y'all hear these cicadas? I was like, I need to get a little closer to this mic. This guy's got... They're trying to compete with me right now. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. We got to watch Inside Out 2 a little bit. I did pre-watch Inside Out 2 because I was aware that I might be hosting a little bit more. But it wasn't really that. It was just the fact that our big speaker wasn't here. So we really couldn't hear it over the splashing around in the pool and talking and stuff. So, but I did pre-watch Inside Out 2. Let me know if you've seen that movie. It is so cute. I cried at the beginning, like twice. I don't think I cried at the end, but it was really, really good. I love how they introduced the new emotions, and I can't wait to actually really watch that with my daughter and see that more with her. But I will say also today, it was cute. I don't know, just saying that makes me think about this instance that happened today with my daughter. Okay, so when I was younger... like, my mom would pull my teeth with rags, and it hurt me, and it's like the nail on the chalkboard feeling for me. Let me know what your nail on the chalkboard feeling is, or if it's nails on the chalkboard. But it hurts me, right? And something happened, like I felt a piece of napkin, and it gave me that feeling, and I literally started crying. And I don't think I've ever really, like, explained that, like, feeling before. And Roxanne, like, looked at me, she was like, what's wrong? And I, like, told her, and then she was like, oh, well, here, play this. And she, like, got her iPad, and it was this, like, nail game where you like, the hand was a little dirty, and you put soap on it and clean it off, and then you cut the fingernails and you paint the nails. And, like, while I was in the middle of doing that, obviously I stopped, like, crying, and I felt better. And she was like, you feeling better, Mom? And I was like, I am. Like, you were so cute. I love you. But anyway, also, this past weekend, I was like, let me get back to that from this personal story. This past weekend, we got to see the premiere of Spider-Man Burdens. If you watched season 1, I believe it was episode 8, we interviewed Peter Troll, and he is local to Auburn, and I think he has family around here in the River region, and he definitely works for the Party Palace, and he put together a movie with Dylan Fife, and they premiered it this past weekend, and it was a lot of fun. And that was a lot of ands right there, but sorry. But yes, that was a lot of fun. And our very own host, Lelah, is in the film. She did an amazing job. She is our MJ, Mary Jane. Everyone give it up for Lelah. Throw her some hearts and claps, because, like, literally she did great. It was amazing. And the movie and everything was great. It was a fun experience. We brought our daughter with us, and she was noticing the people that we were sitting with were on the screen. And so that was a lot of fun and cute. And also there is the character Blippi for the Party Palace, and his name is Robert, and he's an amazing human, and he does really, really well at his job. And my daughter is just convinced that he is Blippi, the real Blippi, and he is in the movie as well. He plays one of the villains, and she was just like when he walked in, he's not even in Blippi character, and my daughter's like, is that Blippi? And I was like, yeah, girl, it is. It was so cute. Oh, and then Faith, yeah, Roxy was like, Mom, is that guy's name Dylan? Yeah, Roxy is loving putting together all of you guys. But yeah, she's starstruck by Robert. She thinks he is literally Blippi. And for me right now, it's just so precious because she is 100% starstruck. And there's little things that she's like, I need you to go tell him this. I need you to go tell him this. And Robert probably thinks I'm crazy because I'm telling him the weirdest facts about my daughter, but I'm just doing it for her, you know? But it was a great movie, and again, we interviewed Peter, so if you want to go get a little bit of behind the scenes on his journey that sparked him to even make a film. And then also you can go to his socials and follow him on YouTube, Spidey for Rent. Everything is spelt out, SPIDEYFORRENT. And he can give you some updates. I don't think they are ready. I don't know if the movie is actually ready to go out on YouTube yet, but they are still working through some things. You know, first time doing stuff. I think this is their first movie. You always don't really know what to expect, and they're just learning and, you know, figuring it out. But they did a really good job. There was a lot of awesome scenes. There was a lot of great actors and actresses. I know also we have Tempe. I met her this past weekend, and she is awesome. She did a really good role in the movie, and she was just like a really cool character. Before they premiered the movie, they did some trivia and games and stuff, and everyone's personalities were just awesome. So yeah, and Lelah said that the movie has not dropped yet, but whenever it does, we will share it with our followers since we have been promoting it so heavy, and we are proud of them, and we want to be supportive, and we hope that you guys can go support them as well. All right, so now we're going to talk about our online presence a little bit. Don't forget to join our Patreon community for exclusive content, behind the scene glimpses, and a chance to connect with us on a deeper level. We will be dropping some personal videos only on there where we kind of go into a little bit more on some of the topics that we will be discussing in season 2. For season 2, we will be interviewing more. So it's not just me and Lelah sitting on the couch talking about our experiences. We are interviewing, and of course we will share a few personal things here and there during the interviews, but if there's things to dive into more, for example, like I mentioned last week, we did an interview with Garrett at the tattoo shop, and I'm going to go onto Patreon and share more personal stories about all of my tattoos and my views on tattoos as a Christian and things like that. And so if you have questions and you want to know more, definitely drop them below, and we can't wait to dive into it there over on that community space. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. We are getting closer and closer. We're inching there. We're getting closer to 50 subscribers. Once we're at 50, we will be able to go live over on that platform, which is just where we host all of our podcasts anyway, but we do obviously love you here on Facebook. This is our biggest community. We are almost to 500. I believe I checked earlier today, and I think it was like 492. So please be sure to share even on Facebook with your friends that love podcasts, or if they're just needing a friend, or maybe you like some of the things we've said and maybe you think it could help someone. Definitely share it with your friends, and hopefully we can get to 500 soon. It would be great to hit that milestone before season 2 starts, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, we are definitely happy with all of the milestones that we're making, and we're trying to celebrate all of our successes as we go. And also today we created a Chatbox Chronicles community on Facebook. So please go, and if you go to our Facebook page, you can now see the group and join the group, and it's a private group, and it's free there, and it'll be a little bit kind of what you get on Patreon, but obviously Patreon, there's just a little bit more. Like, we'll be able to do the videos and stuff on Patreon. We'll probably share more of our text posts and like pictures on the Facebook. And then also, as a community, please feel free. Like, if there's workouts that you like, if there's something that you saw that you want to share with others in our community, that's what this space is for. Definitely want to come to each other for advice and tips and tricks and just keep each other motivated. That's definitely why we are here. But Jaden, I think he is talking about the movie. He said, "Hate I missed the movie. I also can't believe I've been replaced by a pool robot." I'm just saying. Because, yeah, I don't need a pool boy, y'all. I got a really cute robot, which if you follow us on TikTok, there's a really funny video of me and Lelah sitting by the pool and going like, wow, to the pool boy. And it's this really awesome vacuum, like, shark. My daughter and I, we call him Max. So yeah, Max, that's his name, Jaden. You got replaced by Max by the pool. And also, when things start to get like way too dark, I am just gonna go move spaces. I am prepared this week a little bit more than last week with the light here. And if I need to, I will go. If not, like, we'll stay here. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But all right, I was like, I do think I need to go ahead and add that in. Alrighty, so yeah, let's keep conversations going. Yes, we have a very, like, Max, Lelah said he's such a sexy pool boy. He even goes up on the walls and, like, he just cleans it all. He's very efficient. But yeah, let's keep the conversations going and share your thoughts, ask questions, and let's just continue having a great time together. Jaden goes, "And I got replaced by a game named Max Offended." Max! That just reminds me of the Grinch when he's eating the onion and he's like, "Max!" And Lauren, if you're watching, my friend Lauren and I, when we were like in 6th grade, we were like eating ice cubes and we just did that. Like, we just thought that was the funniest thing. Anyway, so that's heavy in my memories. Anyway, okay, so that's kind of a catch up on us in this past week. Lelah, if there's anything else this past week that happened, let me know in the comments. But so I'm going to now dive into some highlights that I saw online this past week. In the AI world, artificial intelligence, there have been some major advancements. Oh wait, okay, so before we get to that, sorry, my sister-in-law Stephanie, she said that she's moving our niece Haley back to New York tomorrow, and she's trying not to cry this time. Oh my goodness. Oh, so Haley is awesome, and she does softball, and yeah, she just started college. She graduated from high school this past May, and she's a freshman in college up in New York. So good luck traveling, safe journeys to getting you back to New York, and yeah, big hugs, Stephanie. I'm sorry, I just cannot. I know, like, I got years before that, but I also am like, I can't believe I have a 4-year-old right now. So I'm like, I know it's gonna be here before I know it. But anyway, so big hugs. Okay, so back to artificial intelligence. Sorry. So there's been some major advancements in AI technology recently. My friend Jana today, I'm like, let me go actually pull up the little post. She shared with us the iPhone 16 iOS 18 updates, sorry. And goodness, like, the newest update says that you can control your iPhone with your eyeballs. Like, I'm a little sus about that. That seems like a headache. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. There's a new Notes app, Genmojis, Tap and Pay, which the Tap and Pay, if you also grew up the same time I did I was born 1990, so people get ready, Jesus is coming. Soon we'll be going home. That song, like, every day it was, the rapture was about to happen. And, talking about, like, the Left Behind series was, like, came out and everything. So, like, seeing the Tap to Pay where, like, I'm like, okay, so we're getting ready to get chips in us and, like, pay each other like that. And then, this is not, like, the only reason why. I think our generation has been, like, so scared a little bit about technology. Like, if you were born like in the 90s and not the 2000s, like you were kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I really think that it was a great era. I think that, it's fun that we got to kind of grow up with it, but there was just so much because we grew up with it. And like, the year 2000, it was supposed to like, everybody was supposed to be wiped out. It was supposed to be like a Mad Max civilization, right? I feel like we've always been a little scared of it. And then the people born in 2000 and up, I feel like the reason why they've been able to like really make a name for themselves on like TikTok and social media and everything is because they didn't have like the pressure of, I feel like, the pressure that we had of being so scared of it. Cause like sometimes also like you're kind of scared of change. And then, like learning, like when you know how to do something and then you see there's going to be like this enhancement, this like innovative thing, it's like, well, I already know how to do this, so like I don't even want to do that. And I feel like there was something recently where that happened and I was like, no, I need to learn how to do it. I need to stay up with the times. I was like, this might have even been how like older generations felt with email. Like they were like, how like sometimes your grandparents can't figure out how to do a basic email or anything. I used to have to help people download like documents online for like their driver's license and stuff. And I mean, having to walk these people through those steps I was like, please, like, love your grandparents and please go help them with their computer stuff. Yeah, so the advancements right now in artificial intelligence is like insane. Controlling with your eyes, like Lelah said, sounds like it's going to give me motion sickness as well. She was like, it sounds like it's going to give me motion sickness, honestly. And I'm like, amen, preach. And yeah, Lelah said that we grew up in the best era ever. Can't change my mind. And I agree. There's so many times where I've, like also growing up, it was like I think around like 2012 is when retro style got really big with like Katy Perry and stuff. And I feel like people were like, oh, I wish I lived in the 30s. And I was always like, women had zero rights then, and like I like their style, but like I always was just like and then now I feel like this, like, and I do feel like we were able to experience all the cool like different decades of influence, and because we also like in college had all the party nights with like the 80s and all the things, but now I definitely feel like in this day and age, you can be whatever you want to be without it being weird. Like if someone's walking around like 50s style, it's not weird. But back then it felt a little weird if you wanted to do the like big, that big curl right there. I was like, I know there's a name for barrel curl thing. If you walked around like that back then, it was just like they called you hipster. They called you like it was kind of like you were going to Dragon Con. It just like no one could say that was like who you were. It was like you were dressing up as something. And now I feel like people embrace when people dress up like that and they don't make them feel as though it's just a costume. But okay, so my favorite thing though about the AI update is this smart script thing. So this is something that I need because I do have good handwriting. However, when I'm like, I got a lot of thoughts going and I'm trying to get something out. Sorry, I hope that the internet was okay. It just kind of told me something weird. So y'all let me know if things are all right. But when I'm like writing fast and I have a lot going in my brain, or sometimes even like when I am writing out like a love note to my husband, there's just so much in there and I'm trying so hard to like keep up, and it's like then my hand gets tired and I start looking like I'm a doctor and I have like the worst sloppy handwriting, but I can like do signs and like I'm a good artist. And if I take my time on it, it's just I don't want to do the time on it. So anyway, this is where you can write like really fast and sloppy and it immediately changes it to look nice or whatever font you want it to be. And I was like, heck yeah, that is amazing. I would love to get on an iPad and just write like a handwritten note and it look nice, because sometimes you just want to write with your hand and then whatever. I don't know. I like it. That was one of my favorite ones. But yeah, anyway, and then my husband actually shared a funny meme with me today also about AI, which I just thought was funny, and we'll leave this one here. But it's like what AI has changed everything. It used to be a boss and like all these people pulling the boss along, and then it changed to like having a leader, and then now it's like an introvert with AI like leading itself and like, doing the daggum thing by itself, because like I definitely have felt that. Oh my gosh. Which also that brings me to like something else on the internet that I saw this past week. So my friend Crystal, actually, I did promo modeling with her back when I was in college, and she does coaching. She's like a success and life balance coach, and you can find her at crystalrose.com, and that's CHRYSTALROSE.com. And she's a badass. She's got a lot of good, uplifting things, kind of like on the same wavelength as us. And the other day she said, accepting that it's part of the deal to quit a 9-to-5 to work 24/7 is basically drinking dinosaur era entrepreneurial Kool-Aid. And I was like, freaking man, like, show me a job that actually only wants you to work 9-to-5 and not wonder why your entire life isn't dedicated to them. I'll wait. And I was like, which is why they think it's impossible for a mom to work remotely with her kids and not have them in daycare, etc. And so that sparked like a whole thing. And so she might be coming to season 2 or a future season, but definitely go check her out. And and Lelah, also going back to back in the day, she said that they had 0 rights and had to wear a dress and tights every day. No, thank you. And I'm like, yeah, me being able to wear these shorts by the pool is so nice. But yeah, anyway, that sparked to the discussion of like us being corporate escapees, because Lelah and I both used to work for an office, a corporate office, before we decided to own our own businesses. And like, I've always, like, when I worked in the corporate world, I mean, there's just so many things where I'm like, okay, we're supposed to be innovative. However, like, y'all need people chained to a desk, like, for what? Like, you can tell if someone's productive or not. And I don't know, like, we'll get into all of that later. I did tell my husband, so one other fun fact from this weekend for me is I watched the Mad Max, the new Mad Max Furiosa, which my husband did go ahead and put on Mad Max, like the whole thing. And I do not advise watching the Mel Gibson ones. Just don't even worry about it. Go ahead and watch the one with Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy, and then the newest one. And yeah, if I relate to any character, sorry, Lexi, it's not you. It is Furiosa. She is like, oh, I'm like, I am Furiosa. Bobby is Mad Max. And we are just trying to get to the utopia. And all of you other people can like be in your own corporate little weird worlds and like fight and argue over dumb stuff. And we're going to go over here where we can grow and thrive together, which is the Chatbox Chronicles community. So go thrive over there on Facebook with us. Okay. So anyway, also online, I've noticed that there has been a surge in people starting new projects online and doing more live videos and more talking. It's inspiring to see so many talented individuals sharing their passions online and connecting with their communities. I kind of mentioned it last week. I feel like maybe possibly Lelah and I have a good inspiration for that, and hopefully we've just been able to encourage people, like maybe they did listen to our imposter syndrome. And if you haven't, we have a really good episode, Season 1, Episode 9, about conquering your inner critic. If you suffer, and I know everyone does, with imposter syndrome about anything, it's just really good, and so go check it out. But anyway, also last week, I talked to you guys about the word demure, and my friend Jana also shared with me that someone named their baby Demure. Like, I'm like, hold on, I gotta go find that again, because when she's in it, I was like, no way, someone already did it. That is like wild to me. But maybe it's too far away. I don't know. We talk too much. But anyway, just FYI, y'all, someone did name their baby Demure. And I was just like, wow. And also in other news, I kind of mentioned Katy Perry a second ago, which is kind of funny, but I did hear today that Katy Perry is worth $400 million. And that was like, whoa. But yeah, she's starting to like kind of come back. 2014 and 2024 are kind of mirroring each other, in my opinion. It's been, and that kind of is why I got the tattoo that I got recently when we got our little souvenir with Garrett at the tattoo shop. Oh, I love you so much. All right. So what have you guys been up to this week? Let us know in the comments below. Share your highlights, challenges, any exciting news. We would love to hear them. And kind of chat about them. I can't believe I've been talking for 45 minutes, y'all. And yeah, tell me your thoughts on growing trend of online creators around the community that you've seen. If you've seen anyone start to do more of that. I know I've seen some musicians and some other, like even stay-at-home moms coming out with really fun content. Everyone has their own style. I think it's all needed. Everybody has their own space. Like I said, I don't think anyone can outshine anyone else. I just feel like we all just need to help each other shine. There's different things for different people. We could be doing all different kinds of stuff, but this is how we're planning, like, you know, how we want to be in front of our crowd. And it's just been fun to see people start to spark back up their stuff and how people do it. And I don't think there's a right or wrong way. And yeah, there's just different strokes for different folks. And I just can't wait to keep seeing everyone keep working on their crafts and working on their talents and getting better. So yeah, now that we've gone through that I've seen online, and I don't see any comments right now, I'm going to get into some sports updates. So sports fans, this is your section. Let's dive into the world of athletics. I've got some exciting football and, oh wait, hold on, before I get into that, Lelah's got some good news. She said, oh yay. So I did talk last week on the live about our friend, or Lelah's friend Brittany. She did a benefit for her, and she has breast cancer, and Lelah's friend Brittany just received her PET scan results, and they found another spot, but her scan was clear. So that is good news, and we will continue praying for Brittany and giving her some love and support. And all right, so back to sports, and y'all, we're starting to get the freaking mosquitoes. I'm sorry. As if you see me swatting, I'm fine. Okay, so for football, okay, also I'm like, I'm your little girl best friend. My husband is a Gemini. I explained that last week. He kind of just talks a lot. I absorb a lot, and sometimes I feel like I'm able to say some sports news to my friends so they're like, oh, that's what my husband was talking about. And I'm like, you're welcome. So anyway, here's you a little bit of sports. Maybe you can give some advice to your husband, or maybe you'll just know what the heck he's talking about, or, you know, whoever's in your life. But, or maybe you just like sports and we can talk about it. All right. But, okay. So for football news, CeeDee Lamb has finally signed with the Cowboys after all preseason and contract negotiations for a record-breaking deal, making him the second highest paid non-quarterback player of all time. So way to cash in, CeeDee, and good job, Cowboys. All right, we talked about Formula One was done with their summer break, and they were back, and Lando Norris continues to impress. He secured his second win of the season and outperformed Verstappen. And there's 10 races left of this competition. So we'll see if Lando Norris can pull out any more wins. I just know, like, and then I was like, what cars did they do? Again, if you like Formula One, we have a friend, Natalie. She's got a podcast, Girls Just Want to F1, with the number 1, obviously. And it's really good. So go get some more updates over there. That's just your little highlight. And in golf news, Keegan Bradley's he got his second round win at the FedEx Playoff Cup, which bumped him up to 4th place, making him a strong contender for the Tour Championship next weekend. So good job, Keegan, but I checked and he did not have any fun after win interviews like our guy last week. And in soccer, this one's pretty fun. It's a young phenomenon has made history. 14-year-old Mr. Sullivan, Kavan, I don't know how to say your name, I'm so sorry. 14-year-old has signed with the Philadelphia Union, becoming the youngest player in MLS history and possibly the world history. And that's freaking awesome to be 14 years old and signed to a soccer league. Like, blah. But anyway, if you need any more sports updates, let me know. I'm your girl. I can consult with my husband and give you some tidbit of fun facts. Or if you have any TV shows or music releases or movies that are coming out. Again, I talked about Anonymous. We've kind of been able to watch a few episodes on that, and it's definitely a TV show I would definitely want to be on. It's pretty cool. It's like 2 parts. There's a part in front of people and then a part that they do anonymously, like behind an emoji, where they talk to each other. It's like it's a good mashup of like games like live reality TV that I like, and it's been a good one so far. So I'm really glad that they came out with it. I'm surprised it's not on Netflix, but good job, Peacock. And yeah, so now let's just hurry up and get to the word of the week, because it looks like we have about 12 more minutes left before it is 8 o'clock and we are done hanging out for the night. But again, I'm having so much fun. I literally did not realize that it had been 45 minutes. So anyway, here's our friend Lexi. She's not going to do the voice or anything, but she's just here as a hi. We're expanding our lexicon now. Let's go. All right, so the word of the week today is equinox. The meaning is equinox, the time of the year when the length of day and night are roughly equal. So we have about as much daytime as we do nighttime. As we transition from summer to fall, the autumnal equinox marks this change. It symbolizes a new beginning and a time for reflection. So if you haven't started to yet, you guys, after the summer, before the fall, make sure you do that reflecting before this new season. And yeah, we have a lot of fun, cute stuff to let y'all know here next week. On season 2, episode 1, we kind of talk a little bit about fall and some cute, inspiring things. So be sure to check that out next week. And then an example using the word equinox is, with the equinox approaching, I'm feeling a sense of renewal and looking forward to the new season. And I really am. I'm so excited. I love this time of the year. I'm a summer girl for real. But yeah, when the time, like when you feel the weather changing and all of this like fun pumpkin stuff, and there's always like fun events, and then you do get to see family more and just bless each other with presents and just hanging out and photos and all of the things. I just love this time of the year. So anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to it and what all is going to come, because we do have a lot of exciting stuff coming this fall. Okay, so I was going to do this game. Oh, Stephanie. Okay, before we get into the game, Stephanie said, fall is my favorite also. Yes, I'm like, we can talk about fall just a little bit more. I know we are ending summer, which was great, and I hope everyone did have a really great summer. We've kind of mentioned that a couple of times in our lives so far, but yeah, it was a good summer. We went to the beach at the beginning of the year, and normally we go to the beach a lot. I was seeing in my memories from like 2 years ago at this time, we went to the beach for Labor Day weekend. That was such a good trip. And then like last year we went to the beach twice last summer, but this summer we've just been really busy with other plans and things. But we do have a beach trip planned for the end of December, so I'm excited for that. And it's really fun to go to the beach in the fall and the winter. It's just a different vibe, and it's a lot of fun. And sometimes the weather is still like really, really nice, where you can still wear a swimsuit, and if you like to get tan, you can still get a tan. But yeah, anyway. All right, so fun, quick game that I feel like it kind of reminds me of Wheel of Fortune in a way, because I was like, what could I do by myself, again, where I don't really have to rely on comments, even though I'm so glad I do have viewers and that y'all are commenting. We appreciate you guys. Lexi's like, thanks for being here. I am the soul of Lelah today. Lelah's always like, Lexi is me. And I'm like, yeah, she does look like you, girl. But we are not chopping her hair off. But anyway, well, maybe Roxy might, but who knows. But for now, we'll knock on wood and hopefully her hair doesn't get cut off. But all right, we got like 7 minutes. So a really fun, quick game that I thought that I could do. I have talked about this app on my phone, and also, if you've noted, like if you follow me personally, recently I shared my personality test, which I kind of want to go over that again on here, because it was a lot of fun. And I had never, I have done personality tests in the past, but also I feel like I'm finally am really confident in knowing like who I am. And in the past, it was easy for people to kind of try to tell you who you were. And even with like your Enneagram, in a future episode in season 2, we'll kind of touch about this. You kind of let people influence, maybe like you're like, do I even know myself? And they said I was this number. Am I that number? Like blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah. But now I'm past all of that. And so I was able to take this personality test. And when I read the results, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel seen. And there was things about myself that I viewed in the past as negative. And then when you're reading this, it's like, yeah, it's not negative. People just sometimes can try to make you feel like some things about yourself are negative. And yeah, it's nice to do a personality test just so that you can learn more about yourself, and maybe you can be like me and you can realize that you're not. Okay, guys. Sorry that the live stream kind of cut off. I'm just going to read over my personality type results. I did share those on Facebook. However, we have had some listeners let us know that they don't have Facebook. They saw us posting about the lives on our social media, and they were like, hey, we don't have Facebook. Where can we listen to these? And so, anyway, we're getting this up on YouTube now, so I wanted to just go ahead and read these little results that are shared over on YouTube to finish off this live, and then, yeah, we will see you guys all back at your regularly scheduled program on Tuesday. All right, so my personality type is INFP. Boom. I'm kind of an introvert and an extrovert, which is something I've always said, and I lean more towards introversion, 53%, and 47% extroversion. I will put myself out there, and I do try to not be an introvert. However, my tendencies definitely is introvert. It was funny, I was telling my husband a joke. We like comedy, and I was like, you know that song? It's like, IEINDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, really, what it means is INTROVERTED. We are introverted, yeah. It's like, I'm independent because I am introverted, for sure. Processing information, I have 58% intuition, 42% sensing. Making decisions, I rely 79% on my feelings and 21% of thinking. And how I organize my life is 53% perception, and 47% judging. It says that INFPs are visionaries, romantics, and true believers. The representatives of this type are focused on noble help. Self-understanding means a lot to INFPs because they want to put their advantages in the service of society. These goal-oriented persons always know how to pick the right moment and when to make a move. We are curious, creative people who know how to spend time properly. Even daydreaming can be a way to find new solutions. Despite the dreamy nature, we realistically assess events and predict their course. We have a strong intuition, often helping us when we want to take chances. We like to change our lifestyle to find new talents, thoughts, emotions, and impulses to express our complex personalities. The first impression of INFPs may be deceptive because they are quiet and meek with strangers. Once you get closer, INFPs show you their emotional, charming, caring side. It definitely is hard for me. It's just, I hate small talk. I hate meeting people sometimes, and I'm like, if you want to, like, you got to get to know me, and I really don't care what people say behind my back anymore, because it's like, you gotta get to know me. INFPs can contemplate a lot for days and even for years at a time. They analyze their own experience to improve work, studies, and life in general. INFPs are also spiritual individuals who believe there is something more to being human than just sensory experience. Amen. It goes through your strengths and weaknesses and lets you know, famous INFPs, how you are in relationships, what career that would be the best. It says INFPs pick occupations that allow them to express their creativity. They work alone and they love working alone and having control over how and when a job is completed, which is like, yes. INFPs want to work that is people-oriented and promotes a peaceful, supportive atmosphere. When we are uncomfortable for a long time, we can get sick, which did happen to me. The less control and strict rules, the better for INFPs. They value creativity and try to come up with new concepts. We are perfectionists with very high expectations. We don't like to waste time on work if it doesn't please us. We can do many things at the same time. For example, they often may see be seen working behind a computer, listening to music, and reading a book. To do any job well, INFPs often need a special working mood and inspiration. They like to leave their personal mark on their work, which is totally true. I know, like, also in my last job, I think people, like, there was, like, so much that I could do where I could, like, listen to a podcast or, like, find something that was kind of stimulate my brain while I was, like, completing tasks. That's just how I operate, and some people try to use that as a negative, but whatever. It says that popular careers is actor, architects, artists, composers, and it says hobbies are and like every single hobby is like, yes, check for me. It says hobbies is photography, listening to music, poetry, creative writing, and visual art. So anyway, that was the personality test. That was a lot of fun. Thank you all again for hanging out with me. It was another great live. It was fun getting all of the comments and interactions and hearts and likes. And so we will see y'all again on Tuesday. Season 2 starts. We are so excited. There's going to be a cute interview, so be sure to be there Tuesday at 7 p.m. Patreon members, you get the full unedited rawness at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. And yeah, everyone else will get the edited goodies at 7 Central Time. So, all right, see y'all guys later. Bye.